Welcome back, guys. Now, we're going to talk about customer data, and I was just curious if you can hear my fan in the background. And if you can, that's your problem. I really can't do anything about it. But this video would be very, what's the word, relevant to most of you, except for the MSDA, who have done data analytics, and most have studied about leveraging customer data, which is taking advantage of it. But if you study digital business or digital marketing, maybe in fact, I'm not sure if you're from the maybe you have had classes with me, the IMBA or was it IMBD? I'm not sure, but it's kind of similar. And today, the whole war is about information and knowledge, data processing. And I think it's very useful for all of you to at least do something on Tableau or have advanced Excel skills, at least try to understand how to use data analytical tools. Anyways, customer data is probably one of the biggest area benefiting present day technology progress. And of course, it has opened up lots of possibilities in the field of data collection and processing because of the rapid increase of speed and mediums to collect data. So the organizations who are main activities center around the acquisition and analysis of information, they're already thriving abundantly, and they demonstrate the enormous demand for this segment, especially when you have a CV that says you have done this sort of course. The concept is somewhat mirrored in increasingly frequent statements such as data is the new oil. It's because oil is expensive for some, unless for recently the oil crisis that happened. So way back in 2006, Michael Palmer, if you don't know that name, go shoot yourself because this is a very famous name. Michael Palmer, you don't know who he is? This is a sad day. He made the point in his blog that unprocessed or unanalyzed amounts of data like crude oil serve very little purpose. Both need to be processed if they're to be of any value to business. So data is just raw information. And if you have taken a course with me in business intelligence, I say the same thing, that we make use of data we convert it into meaningful information. The parallels between the market potential of data and oil industry don't end with the inherent possibilities, for there are also considerable similarity in terms of their value chain. The value creation process is at the core of leveraging customer data pattern and focuses on customer data as a profitable resource that needs to be tapped into with the appropriate tools. Moving ahead. Okay, I'm back. I had to switch on the PlayStation for my kids. The PlayStation 4 will have around 18 free games on the PS Plus in November. So due to they're trying to celebrate the launch of PS5. The pre-order was a mess. I'm not going to get the PS5 right away. I'm going to wait for a few years. I'm a laggard as usual, so I get the stuff right at the end. I didn't have to buy many games. Most of the games I downloaded for free. This is great. Anyways, so how you guys doing? Everything good? Nice fun? You guys are coming to school? Enjoying your life at home? Anyways, the origins of leveraging customer data. It all began in the 80s with information management. At that time, we used to call it MIS, Management Information Systems. And the resulting ability to create personalized advertisements led to a veritable rush on data. Veritable means the truth about digital marketing is mostly advertising online or reaching out to the people in a more customized way. Mass customization, as they call it. At the same time, the first attempts were made to address corporate clients directly through our customer service groups with a view to building personal relationships and catering more effectively for individual customer needs. Usually we have this in banking called investment banking groups and corporate banking groups, where we have a whole team of professional or account managers who deal with clients on a more personal basis. The 90s saw the creation of databases. We had data warehousing was really big at that time to capture such data, which also enabled companies to address smaller customer groups with greater precision. Here we are talking about the predecessors of our modern electric customer relationship, which are CRMs. These early systems got a boost from the creation of customer loyalty programmed, especially the programs that I shouldn't have programmed, especially those associated with credit cards. I don't think it should be programmed. That's a spelling mistake. Anyway, since these programs provided a readily accessible stream of data about purchasing pattern, and you have this with loyalty cards as well. The carte de fidelity in France is very popular. I hate using those because they absolutely give me no bonuses because I'm not buying their intended products, but they know about my shopping pattern and they can sell that data to whoever they like because I've signed up for it. The innovators were the company, or I would say rather, a solution called Patients Like Me, which is a networking site aimed at people with medical conditions and health problems. The users are able to connect with others in a similar situation to share their experience and exchange information on how best to cope with the condition. Valuable data are generated in the process, and Patient Like Me uses the aggregated, anonymized data it obtains through its network for sale to third parties in the medical sector, such as researchers, pharmaceutical companies, and device manufacturers. And this service receives revenue from these sales, while medical companies can employ the data for future development of drugs and medical treatment. Pretty cool, eh? I think it's pretty cool. But that's the whole point. You're gathering information, you're leveraging it, and then you're supplying it to people who need it the most to build better products and services. When and how to apply this? See, the the customer data pattern often works well when combined with hidden revenue streams, which we talked about earlier, right? So the thing is, I'm also teaching another course quite similar to this. It's called Data and Marketing Decision Making. I'm teaching that at EDC. I think it's a sister company of PSB, School of PSB. And I said the same thing about that when taking advantage of customer data, revenues don't shoot in the next day. This takes time to implement. So customer behavior and transactions leave digital footprints that can be analyzed from different perspectives and help enable us or the company to build better marketing programs. And customer data can often be leveraged when dissimilar businesses are combined. That is, intelligent homes that use Google search engines. So therefore, you can understand consumers becoming increasingly aware the risk associated with providing sensitive data to companies. Not Americans, they give away everything. You will have to evaluate carefully how these attitudes can and in all likelihood will affect your business. And that's why, the recent, all the Cambridge Analytica scam and all, people know they're giving their data away. Even TikTok, but did it stop anyone from deleting TikTok? Yeah, right. No one's deleting TikTok, but I just heard a lot of people unsubscribing for Netflix, and Netflix has an estimated loss of $9 billion because of the movie they launched called Cuties. I think it has a controversy with sexualizing children. Welcome to the world. There was also I think it's quite similar to the child beauty pageants, which is absolutely disgusting. I don't understand the mentality of some parents that they can put their children up for display. I think someone mentioned to me that my kid is very beautiful. She should, go into modeling as a child. And I said, fuck you. I'm very honest. I just said that to them, like, no, she's not. Okay, you find my child beautiful, that's your problem. I think she's beautiful too, but she's not going to do modeling. Modeling world is, it's quite harsh. And I know some students who are models and they say the same thing. They want to change the behavior. I think France was responsible for implementing the law of having a chaperone if you're under 18. The BMI index should be correct. If you're too skinny or too light, you can't get on the runway. And also, no, if you Photoshop any of the models' pictures in the magazine, you must mention that they have been airbrushed, which is quite cool. That's why France is awesome. But I'm not saying America's bad, okay? But there are shitty stuff that happens here too. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Guys, I'm so bored. Who wants to play video games online with me?